bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. A pivotal Game 5. We've watched these two battle it out. Now 2 games apiece, essentially a 3-game series, 2 of the next 3 to win the World Championship. But take a look at the Cavaliers. It's knotted up, 2 games apiece. They're hoping to ride this crowd to the series lead and a chance to win it all in Game 6 or 7.
Well, Kevin, this series has gotten better and better the further along we've gone. And now we've got what should be a great Game 5. And as the home team, I think you've got to consider this almost a must-win situation. You can't go on the road and expect to win 2 games to close out a series.
And, Steve, it's not just about momentum here. I mean, it's about giving themselves 2 shots at winning the title on the road. Even if they don't win Game 6, they'd have another go at it in Game 7. But they need to win tonight to set that up.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. Durant is out there with Horford. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Paul George. And it's Paul in at the point. And for Cleveland, we've got Baylor. Chamberlain is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Robertson. And it's Jordan in at the 2 guard.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
I asked him if he said anything special to his team before this game, and he said, I don't know how special it was, but I stress the importance of this one. This is the NBA Finals. It's a 2-2 series. Game 5 may as well be Game 7. Sounds like he heaped a little bit of pressure on his guys, and they react well to it. We'll see, gentlemen.
That's great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And I'll tell you what, they might want to pay a little more attention to him defensively than they did on that last trip.
Baylor's shot is off.
Well, they're shooting 75% here early on, even with that miss.
For 3, Durant. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And it's his poise at the offensive end that impresses me most. This guy is unflappable.
Here's Jordan. Oh!
Look out!
Did you see that?
Oh, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. Kicks it out to Paul. Paul, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Robertson with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. The dive for the ball. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Paul for 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Durant. Ariza outside. The feed to George. Lock at 6. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by George. Ariza's got his first bucket in this one. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Robertson. Kicks it out to Baylor. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Baylor's got 6.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Big mistake there.
And here's George for 3. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. It's 2-on-1 for the finish. And Baylor throws it down.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Oh, no question. And he loves to attack the rim, doesn't he?
Durant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, nice body control there. Narrowly missing the shot. It would have been a 3-point play.
Had a free look at it after the foul. Nice play.
Durant hits them both.
Another trip to the line, and he's right on the mark. He's not a guy you want to get in the habit of putting on the strike.
Robertson against Paul. Lobs it up there. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What a play. No regular dunk there. A superb alley-oop.
That was a great pass, too, to set him up.
No, those two have such a great feel for each other. They're just fun to watch play together.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, Felton. Here's the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. And here's the fast break. Here's Robertson, and the shot is good.
A great move to the hoop, capped off with the finger roll. He's an outstanding finisher in close.
From deep, Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Harden against Jordan. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Olajuwon with a screen on Felton. Here's Robertson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
Harden outside, takes a 3. Jordan with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Olajuwon. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Olajuwon's got his second basket of the night.
Right from the get-go, they've been shooting the ball extremely well.
Well, I think it's a matter of just continuing to knock down shots like that. They'll get the W here, no question about it. That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
Well, you know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide-open looks to this team.
Here's Robertson. Cannot hit. Ibaka with some nice D.
Well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
And here's Anthony for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing them. I think they've got to find a way to chase them off the three-point line.
And here's Robertson. Right now averaging 15 points a game. It's Jordan on the wing. The 3 gets it to go. Jordan's got 9. Under trailing by 3. Outside, Felton. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
And here is Robertson. Following the three-pointer by Raymond Felton.
They are setting the tone here early with their work on the boards.
Yeah, only a moderate advantage here. Slight one, but as the game wears on, it's one they'll definitely look to build on.
Here's Jordan. 9 points in the game so far. From the high post, he drills it. He's got 11.
He has taken over this game, guys. I don't know what else you can say about it.
Harden with it. Baylor picks him up. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the rejection by Ibaka. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Magic Johnson, who checked in for Robertson. Olajuwon against Anthony. And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Left side, Jordan. Guarded by Harden. Shoots a fader. Michael Jordan again. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
I'm just so impressed with his focus, Kevin, because even with the defender flying at him, he still finds a way to hit those shots on the perimeter.
And he's very much a student of the game in terms of getting to know the tendencies of whichever player he's guarding on any given night and then gearing his defensive game plan to do what he needs to do to stop him.
Taken away by Felton. Right side, Felton. There's the triple. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Taken away by Felton. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Jordan. Back to Felton, and taken away by Johnson. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one.
A different look now for Cleveland. Shaq comes in for Chamberlain. And it's Peja Stojakovic in for Baylor. A different look now for Cleveland. Russell, he's checked in for Olajuwon. And it's Baylor in for Peja Stojakovic. Derek Fisher's checked in for the Thunder. Shoots the three. Gets the bucket. Fisher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
A lot of the points they've given up have come on open threes like that one. And that has to be disconcerting and frustrating to their coach.
Well, they should know better. I mean, they read the scouting report. You can't leave these guys wide open on the perimeter.
If you don't box them out more effectively than that, they're going to eat you up on the offensive board.
Gibson. Shot. No good. Jordan with some nice D.
Total domination on the glass by them so far.
Well, the anticipation has been outstanding, exquisite. I mean, it seems like they've got an extra sense as to know where the ball is coming off.
Now here's Anthony after Magic Johnson's miss. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. Cavaliers leading. Outside Baylor.
Oh, that's phenomenal. I mean, he's got major bounce ability. I can't think of any other way to put it.
Yeah, you would think he needs help to get up that high.
It does seem unreal, doesn't it? I mean, that's just his natural ability, though, guys. And, bounce ability? Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Anthony with it. Baylor picks him up. Baylor against Anthony. Jumps up. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Here's Jordan, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Fisher against Robertson. Fisher, the pass to Gibson, and that one's good. Gibson's got his first points of the game.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Robertson kicks to Wilkins. The pass to Chamberlain. Working on Ibaka. Chamberlain dishes to Olajuwon. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Olajuwon's got 9 points.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
A different look for Oklahoma City. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Ball outside. And the Thunder another 3. 44 seconds left in the first. Outside Wilkins. On the wing, Bird. And good on the basket. Looking. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Paul passes to Horford. Puts it up. Rises up and throws it down.
Exclamation point right there, guys. That was a strong throwdown finish.
It was, and a little extra face time as it eases off the iron.
Well, it's about self-preservation, guys. Sometimes that's the safest route. Make sure you don't have any bodies or feet or ankles below you, and then calmly let yourself down to the floor.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Lets the 3 fly. No good on that last second attempt there. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been... Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Chamberlain. Olajuwon is out there with Bird. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Iverson in at the 1. And here is Iverson following the 3 from Kevin Durant. And it's Olajuwon with the jam. Thunder trailing by 3. Ball outside. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And the Thunder another 3.
That's a defensive let-up right there. I mean, they've got to close down on him quicker when he's in three-point range.
Here's Iverson, and again it's Cleveland. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? For 3, Durant. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
On the wing, Bird. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The drive by Iverson. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
You know, if he's got the ball in his hands and the basket in his sight, he's going straight to the rack.
The 3 from Anthony. Gets it to go. Anthony's got 9.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Iverson kicks to Chamberlain. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Paul. He's got 9. Anthony with it. Chamberlain picks him up. From downtown. And again, Carmelo Anthony for 3. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
And an easy look from outside. You can't give him that much time and space.
No, and that's been a theme here tonight, Clark. They're going to have to do a better job of closing out and getting a hand up on three-point shooting.
Harden outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, after that strong start to this game, he's really picked it up here in the second.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Robertson outside. Can they get it? He dishes it to Baylor. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there. Boy, they were not wasting any time on that fast break.
Well, when it starts with the turnover, that's the best time to get out and run. You can beat the defense down the floor that way.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Morrow. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
And when you play against him, guys, you know that it's going to be very tough to deny him if he gets in close. So you've got to body him. You can't let him get positioned down by the hoop. Otherwise, he'll just torture you down there.
And with him, given how well he shoots the ball, sometimes it doesn't matter how tight the defense is on him. As long as his shot isn't blocked, chances are he's knocking it down.
And it's sent back by Russell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You can't fault what he's been doing out there. Some really impressive shooting.
Here's Robertson. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Durant attacking. Up with it. Gets the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Olajuwon's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. Now here's Robertson. 6 points for him. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Olajuwon against Durant. And that one's good. Durant's got 12 now in this quarter.
They have no answer for him. He's just putting on a dominant display of offense.
Baylor backs in.
Get it! You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Chamberlain's checked in for Cleveland. Bird comes in for Olajuwon. Here's Baylor, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
For the Thunder, Al Horford. He's checked in for Durant. Lisa comes in for George. And it's Harden in for Anthony Morrow. Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. Shot's good. Harden's got 8 points.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Baylor. He's covered by Felton. Chamberlain dishes to Baylor. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. He's got 18.
This team has to tighten up inside. Way too many easy hoops in the lane.
Yep, that's 5 straight buckets they've given up from the key now, and it's hurting.
Harden can't hit.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah, but if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
Put that paw up there and banged it home. Man, that was nice.
Little Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
Right.
that was
Simple, direct, and effective.
Now, here's Felton. And a draw from three-point range. In transition, here come the Cavs. Oh! Are you kidding me?
power punch right there.
Great.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
Harden against Robertson. Harden can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Baylor against Felton. Launches it, and the shot is good. Felton has got his third basket of the night right there.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Robertson kicks to Baylor from the left block, and again it's Cleveland.
Yeah, everything is falling for him now. He hasn't missed a shot this quarter.
And Felton is up top. Baylor defending. And Felton again for three. Felton has got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
The 3 is launched. Good. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Fueling their offense by forcing turnovers. That's what's taking place right now, guys.
Well, where would they be without all these extra possessions, guys?
Baylor. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 6 assists in the game. Martin with it. Baylor picks him up.
And not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
Back to Bird. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
A different look now for Cleveland. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Bird. Johnson comes in for Michael Jordan. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Robertson. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Taj Gibson's checked in for Ibaka. Anthony comes in for Raymond Felton. Derek Fisher's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Paul in for James Harden. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Anthony. Three-pointer. Count that one. Anthony's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's having one of the best shooting days that I can remember from outside. He's on pace for some kind of record.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Paul George, he's checked in for Al Horford. Johnson kicks to Iverson. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Johnson. And Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The Thunder with the lead. Paul kicks to Anthony. Anthony right side. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He looks good, getting it done consistently from deep.
Steve, I know you love the 3-ball, and he's been sharp, kind of like Steve Kerr used to be. That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Paul George with the steal.
That's 11 points off their turnovers this quarter, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot as a result.
Yeah, no way they can climb back into this game unless they start executing offensively.
That's good. And that's now 24 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, it's really hard to defend when you're trying to recover from turning the ball over.
Yeah, that's because you can't get back in transition, and the offense can just come down and get an easy look on you.
Fires the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
This is the NBA. I mean, you keep giving away the ball like this, the other team's going to punish you.
And that can be debilitating for a team. I mean, absolutely crippling. Valuing each possession is vital to playing winning basketball. You've got to squeeze the orange. From distance, that was an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop as you're going to see.
How about the pass to put the ball on the money from there? That's impressive.
Now here's Paul. He's got 9. And that one's good from Fisher. Fisher's got 5 now.
Well, if they didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I like the energy they're playing with here, Steve. I mean, a nice uptick in their second chance points.
Baylor's shot is off.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And here's Anthony for 3. A rebound by Johnson. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Leads them in there. And the dunk by Baylor.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody. Steve, what about you?
Well, I wasn't thinking about soup. I was just impressed with the strong finish, wearing that rim out.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Cavaliers making the shot. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. Over Johnson. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Here's Robertson, and he converts the layup. Robertson's got 8.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point.
He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
And stolen by Jordan. And that concludes the first half. Thunder lead by 15.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
So much it.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. It's been a clinic so far from Elgin Baylor.
That's one thing to get to the rim, and it's another to finish when you get there. I mean, he's done both so far.
He's done a great job of being able to complete plays at the rim, finishing drives nicely.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. Durant is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Horford. And it's Paul in at the...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
At his size, he can really finish at the rim.
Yeah, and not just layups, as you just saw, folks. Wow.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, able to throw it down with ease.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. George against Baylor. Just 5 on the clock. George passes to Paul from outside the arc, and that one's good. Paul's got 15.
Well, he wasn't going to miss that. I mean, they were way too late to get to him out there.
Outside Baylor. Now Olajuwon inside. Gets it to go.
That's 5 straight hoops in the paint. What a fantastic job of attacking the rim.
Well, Steve, they're getting the looks that they want down there, so might as well keep going right at the rim. If there's no resistance, then make them pay.
Durant attacking, and the shot is good. Durant's got 24.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
Back to Olajuwon. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer. He tried to step in and cut him off, but it's just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Paul for 3. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 5 rebounds tonight, all alone. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Paul against Jordan, and stolen by Jordan. To the inside, here's Robertson, sinks that one from the post. Robertson's got 12.
He's been producing all night. It's up to the rest of his team to start kicking in a little bit.
George dishes to Durant. From the arc, that is good. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter. Timeout called the Cavaliers. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Jordan kicks to Baylor. Right side Baylor. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Baylor was really the first guy to introduce the concept of hang time. He would back his defender down, turn, jump, and then just hang there and wait till his defender came down while he shot the shot.
According to my dad and some others who saw Elgin Baylor play, he was the precursor, the beginning of the electrifying, dynamic, flamboyant forwards to play the game. Creative, ball handling ability, size, rebounding, all part of Elgin Baylor's Hall of Fame career. And check out your point guard showing you major bounce above the rim.
How about this? The smaller the player, the bigger the highlight.
I love that. And that was a highlight. Terrific finish.
And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got his 8th assist here tonight. Paul goes in, and it's blocked by Chamberlain. They recover it. Kicks it out to Paul. Paul left side. Down low. Second shot opportunity. And it's Durant laying it in. Durant's got 29 in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Tipped away. Stolen by Durant. Ariza with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Ariza kicks to Durant. Left side Durant. Over Baylor. And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half. Jordan against George. Baylor passes to Robertson. Here's Jordan. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. And that's 19 points for Michael Jordan. Outside Durant. And that is good.
The lift they've gotten from him today has been huge. I mean, he's been steady offensively and has helped them get out in front here so far.
Back to Olajuwon.
That athletic play. Incredible.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, what a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Durant against Olajuwon. It's Durant with the drive. Olajuwon with the block. Here's George. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And the Thunder lead by 12.
He got that one, but he hasn't been producing the way we're accustomed to. He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
Olajuwon defended by Durant. The fader. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
A good night for Hakeem Olajuwon. He has 23 points and 2 blocks. What a force he's been in the paint.
Now, he's gotten himself into the air so often to block shots and rebound. He's really controlled that area. You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Strange trend here, guys. They're totally controlling the glass, but they still trail.
You get the feeling that one is going to correct. Either they'll lose their edge on the glass or catch up in points sooner or later. We'll see.
And Durant, here we go. Can't cash in from close range. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Blocked. They get it back. Durant, no good.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
From the wing, here's Olajuwon. Oh, the one-hand jam.
Simply said, a tremendous rebound and a tremendous dunk. T-square.
He was a man possessed right there.
Yep, that's the kind of energy that you always get from him night after night.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over for the Thunder. The Thunder leading by 8. Outside Anthony. Back to Harden. The tray. The Cavaliers pull it in. Olajuwon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that one's good. Baylor's got 4 points this quarter.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Harden. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Thunder have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The first one falls. Harden hits them both. Now Jordan, 19 points in the game. Robertson outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Felton against Robertson. There's the 3. Here's Ibaka. Good D by Olajuwon. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Baylor. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Baylor's got 36.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk with both teams now really going after each other.
The 3 from Anthony. Cavaliers with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Baylor throws it down.
That was a hole punch jam there, Kevin.
Nice finish.
Yeah, you got to love the way he just capped off that strong move.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Jordan. Harden dishes to Melo. Shot clock at 6. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To tie, Jordan can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's struggled with his shot this quarter, and he's got to find a groove somehow.
And here's Harden, and the basket good. Harden's got 4 this quarter. Still anybody's game at this point.
No question, and this becomes a very big possession here.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Russell comes in for Olajuwon. And it's Johnson in for Robertson. Johnson attacking Jordan. Here's Russell. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
What a throwdown there. Man. Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
Knocked away. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and the rejection by Jordan.
Another board, just continuing to add to that big rebound margin.
And it's a bit ironic, guys. I mean, you would think the score wouldn't be so close the way they're dominating the glass. But this one is still in the balance.
Johnson against Harden. Back to Ibaka. Hammers it home.
He would not be denied on that one, no matter what the defender threw at him.
Yeah, he needed just a little more effort to make that stop.
I don't know. I don't think any amount of effort would have done it. I mean, that guy was flying to the hoop.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Chamberlain's checked in for Shaq. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Baylor. And it's Robertson in for Michael Jordan. The Cavaliers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And the Thunder making a switch here. Durant's checked in.
You know, being behind in this game, Kevin, they're doing what they need to do, driving the lane and forcing the defense into some mistakes.
Well, and even if it doesn't fall, they're stopping the clock and getting a chance to score from the line. He hasn't been one of their key guys tonight, but they are still winning despite his lack of production.
Robertson dunked hard with one hand.
Sweet finish there, showing you some major strength and the ability to sky.
I rode that elevator right to the top floor.
Explosive hops. I'll tell you what, he can really catch you off guard.
Gets it to go. And now that's 35 points for Kevin Durant.
Anytime they've needed a hoop, he's taken over one shot after another. Boy, is he playing well.
Johnson attacking, and that one's good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter. 1:52 left to play in the third. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Durant against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Nice duty from Russell. The Cavaliers trail by 3. All sorts of time. Nice jump shot. Good. Stojakovic has got his first bucket of the night. Paul kicks to Anthony. Puts up a 3. Outside Durant. Another shot. That one goes. Count it. Durant's got 37.
That's 4 straight field goals coming inside the paint.
Boy, they're taking it right to him, Steve, and the defense has really been way too passive for my liking.
That's good. And it's a 5-point Thunder lead. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson with it. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Shots good by Stojakovic.
Well, he did a nice job of getting himself into just enough of an open area to find that spot for his shot.
Here's Durant. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Stolen by Durant. Here's Morrow. He's guarded by Johnson. Anthony right side. It'll count. And he drains it.
Oh, what a big shot to close out the fourth. They're going to the fourth with a
and time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. So as we get rolling here in the fourth quarter, let's go to our sideline reporter Doris Burke for our Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Cavaliers. Some knockdown defense early on is what allowed them to build their lead. I'm guessing you can expect more of the same here in the fourth to finish the game.
Thank you, Doris. And how many times, guys, do we see a run like this become the difference maker in the outcome of a game?
Well, that usually is the case, Kevin, when one team can get on a run like they did, where they just feel so dominant offensively. More often than not, that's going to be the difference in the game.
And in this game, even at the very beginning of that run, you could sense the momentum getting ready to take a huge swing. And swing it did, fellas. Swing it did.
So with Wilkins on the bench, here's the group that Byron Scott has on the floor. They've got Magic Johnson. Olajuwon is out there, Chamberlain. Then it's Baylor, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. From deep, offensive rebound. Here's Johnson, goes back up, and the layup is up and in. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Harden against Jordan. Lets it go. Harden can't hit.
Boy, he should have made that one. He had plenty of cushion between himself and the defender.
Johnson, the pass to Baylor. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 9th assist in the game now.
This is one well of a performance, folks, but it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
Ball for 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Boy, he's putting up big numbers in that three-point column, guys.
Left side, Baylor. Working on Horford. Here's Johnson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And the shootout continues.
Trading buckets both ways. I mean, offense definitely the focal point for these teams.
Harden can't hit.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
The Thunder leading by 4. Anthony with it. Baylor picks him up. Johnson against Paul. Lock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Jordan, and that one's good. Jordan's got 21. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 18 points for James Harden. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Jordan dishes to Johnson. Jordan wide open. Scooped up. Olajuwon kicks to Baylor. Good on the 3-point shot. Baylor's got 43 points.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
Harden the pass to Carmelo. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jacks up a three, and that one's good. Anthony's got 33 points.
Boy, they answered that three-pointer right back.
It is raining threes in here now, boys.
Here's Johnson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Anthony against Baylor. For three. Good work defensively by Baylor.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on it.
Paul for three. Good. Paul's got 25 points in the game.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half. Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that simple.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Robertson's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant's checked in for Horford. Ariza comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's George in for James Harden. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Olajuwon. Durant attacking. 6 to shoot. Pass to George. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. There's the dish to Ibaka. Chamberlain with the block. Oh, here comes Johnson all alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Steve, exciting stuff.
Yeah, I know this is a fun game to watch. Which team can kind of extend the lead and make a couple of big plays here to try to seize momentum? We'll see.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Here's Chamberlain, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And they'll keep possession. Here's Robertson. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul gets to Durant. A 3-ball, and the Thunder another 3.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the all-star weekend, no D.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
That's good. Durant's got 45 points.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Now here's Robertson. Johnson left side. Kicks to Olajuwon. Chamberlain, defended by Ibaka. Fades away. Here's Olajuwon. Hits it. Well done in the second effort. Olajuwon's got 15 points in just the second half. The Thunder leading by 3. It's Durant with the drive. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 47 points for Kevin Durant.
And we have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire from both teams that they really want to win this one.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Are you kidding me? They're like different guys this half. They haven't missed a single free throw.
Stepping up and knocking him down, Clark.
And the basket by Olajuwon. The Thunder shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. And Durant gets double teamed. Olajuwon over with the double team. Ariza dishes to Durant. left side, Durant. It's tipped. Baylor with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Well, he's really having a nice quarter. Made some big shots for him.
No good. Good D by Olajuwon. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 16 points here in the second half.
Looking much more comfortable out on the floor here in the second half.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You look at Elgin Baylor, what a contribution.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
New group in here for the Thunder. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Horford. Gibson comes in for Kevin Durant. Derek Fisher's checked in for George. That's Felton in for Chris Paul. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Thanks, Doris. Baylor drives in. Swiped away. Here's Felton. Gibson setting the pick for Felton. Back to Gibson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Magic Johnson. He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Robertson outside. He passes to Chamberlain. Outside Baylor. He feeds it to Robertson. This is to Olajuwon. Gets it to go. Olajuwon's got 33 points. Thunder shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And here's Felton from the arc. Count the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Boy, they have just gone crazy from three-point range since coming out of the halftime break.
Boy, it's been 1 3 after another, Steve. An absolute barrage.
Olajuwon backing down. Baylor. And he lays it straight in. Baylor's got 9 points in the quarter. Felton against Robertson. For the 3. Felton can't get it to go.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Baylor's got 49 points in the game.
You got to love his position near the hoop, anticipating the play and getting the putback.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A different look for Oklahoma City. Al Horford, he's checked in for Gibson. Durant comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Paul in for Derek Fisher. Robertson against Paul. Beyond the arc. Good on the shot. Paul's got 28 points for the game.
Tell you what, until he cools off, you got to keep going to him.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're losing by 3. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. A different look for Oklahoma City. Gibson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Ibaka in for Al Horford. Olajuwon backing down. Feeds it to Robertson. Outside Baylor. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Taken away by Felton.
When you see somebody having a game like this from a turnover standpoint, it's almost impossible to win as a team.
It's Durant on the wing. In low to Ibaka. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
You have to give them a lot of credit for the way they've forced these turnovers.
Yeah, you do have to give them credit, Steve. I mean, you look up and see how many points they've converted them into, and it's a huge factor in the game right now.
And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot, and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building.
.52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes!
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh, wait, maybe not.
And they go to the intentional foul. The Thunder shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Paul is doubled. Paul left side. Felton kicks to Gibson. Durant against Baylor. Pocket four. Durant, the pass to Felton. It's stolen by Olajuwon.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe the pass down low.
Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Here's Paul, and an intentional foul right there.
But you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That slams the door, guys. No chance they're getting back in the game after those free throws.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this one is far from over. If they can get a quick score here and then a fast foul as well.
I tell you what, free throws become tougher with the game on the line, so a few missed ones here, and they could get right back in it.
Olajuwon. It's in! 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And here's Jordan outside. Knocks down the trifecta. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one.